Everybody ought to know it's us against the world, baby. Oh, it's us against.
What's going on, everybody? You made it. Another week, we're here. And, yeah, a lot of stuff going on, man. We're excited to get into some things. Welcome, everybody, our YouTube viewers. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us last week. We got a lot of feedback, and appreciate everybody for that.
A lot of subscribers, a lot
Yeah.
of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of encouragement.
Yeah, our Apple Podcast subscribers went up in a little bit. Appreciate that. And, yeah, you guys are handling
YouTube
business.
subscribers.
YouTube subscribers. We are chugging along. We are starting to improve and get better, and you guys are part of that process. So we appreciate you guys so much for rocking with us.
Yes. Thank you, and welcome to the family.
Hey, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, my name is AP, and as always, I am joined by my beautiful co-host, my beautiful Wakanda princess. She got her African print on today.
I got my African print on,
Yeah.
and I got my little African earrings, my little elephant earrings. Okay.
She ready to go back to Wakanda. So my beautiful wife, Toya, is here. Say what's up, baby.
Yes, what's up, people? Welcome, family. I want to call our followers family.
Yeah,
We gotta
I'm
welcome
with that.
them in. Thank you for all your support and your love. Sometimes I forget. I see people out in the grocery store and at work and all different places. And people come up to me, start talking about the podcast, start
Love
talking
that.
about things we talk about, and I'm like, wait, how did you know that? Oh yeah, from the podcast.
Yeah. I love that.
So I gotta get used to that, but I love the love that people are sending our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's always good to feel loved. So we
Yes.
appreciate y'all for helping us to feel loved. We have a great topic for you guys today. We've been going through some personal things ourselves, and this topic is one we already had scheduled to do, but it's even more important now. I'm not sure if you want to share too much.
Yeah, I'll share. It's our family now. So this week has been rough week, man. My dad is literally fighting for his life. I forgot that we're recording, so I gotta look this way.
Yeah, we're here.
My dad is fighting for his life in the ICU, man.
Yeah.
So if any prayer warriors out there, throw some prayers up for my dad.
Yeah.
We're just praying for healing. I've come to a place now where I'm not just praying for what I want for him, but I'm praying for what God wants for his life, for his will. Of course, we're praying for healing. But he had a stroke and he suffered some major neurological damage.
Right.
So even if he pulls through, we're not sure how he's going to be, what his quality of life is going to be after. So any prayer warriors out there, we're accepting all the prayers that we can get.
That's
So send one
Like
up
my
for
wife
my
said,
dad.
we family now. So I need
Yeah.
y'all to, if you believe in a higher power, we need you to pray.
Yeah.
But we believe in the power of prayer. So
Yes.
we're going through some stuff, and this topic is something that is near and dear to us, and the topic is called friends.
Yes.
And we're just going to get the convo going with a lot of things that, when you go through things, your circle is supposed to be the people that help uplift you and to improve you and to, really be that foundation to, to support you through these things, through life's, circumstances.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to do this topic on friendship. Now, before we get into that, we have a couple of hot topic things because
hot topic.
yeah, there's been a lot of things happening in the culture and in social media, and of course, we wanted to touch on the passing of Nipsey Hussle, gunned down at the age of 33 years old in L.A. If you don't know who Nipsey Hussle is, he was a great rapper. A family man, entrepreneur, community activist. As a matter of fact, a couple of things that came to light was that he actually got killed in front of his own business, and the other thing was he was due to have a sit down with the LAPD and Rock Nation, Jay-Z's over Rock Nation, to help to see what each other can do to help to bring down the gang violence in LA. So he was just an interesting brother. I was a fan of his for a while now. His album Victory Lap is one of my favorites. I always tell people about Nipsey Hussle, and I thought he was just a great lyricist and Just a great guy, and I know that he was engaged to Laura London, right?
Yeah, he was engaged to her.
Yeah, and so
And our hearts go out to her too, because just
yeah,
as a woman, man, I can't even imagine the heartache that she's going through right
Yeah.
now, man. So he was a father. He had 2 kids, I think,
Yeah.
a son and a daughter.
yeah,
So yeah, I didn't know much about him besides being Lauren London's fiance,
right,
possibly husband. We don't know.
Yeah.
He's still out there, but yeah, just the things that I've been reading about the post. Everybody says he was just like, once you're in his presence, like you never forget about him. That's how
Right.
powerful the energy and the vibe that he gave off. And just reading about all the things he was doing in the community, man, just a loss.
yeah.
A big loss for his family, you know, for Lauren.
A loss for
Yeah,
the
just
culture
for
as
the
well.
culture,
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's not a
yeah.
lot of artists that are really that have a platform that are really talking about things that affect us in the community.
Yeah.
And so he was one of those bright spots in the community that really helped push forward because a lot of people making a lot of money off of rap and drug violence, sex, all this other stuff, and they turn a blind eye to what the community really needs. And he was one of those vocal people that really was trying to get change to the community. So salute to him. Our prayers go out to his family. Rest in peace, Nipsey
Definitely.
Hussle.
Yeah, and I think his legacy is gonna live on through his music,
Yeah.
through his family and his kids.
Yeah,
So it just presents a bigger conversation of the black on black crime and just a bigger issue that's going on right now. So
and I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on, and the government killed him and all this other stuff. I'm not even worried about that stuff because the end of the day, a man lost his life, and so none of that stuff
Yeah.
really matters. People on the internet going crazy talking about, oh, the government did this. Can't believe, stay woke, stay woke. I get it, all right, and obviously you can't. Everything has some type of this triggered a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that stuff. All I know is children lost their father. Lauren London lost her partner,
Yeah.
and we in the culture we lost a good young leader. So again, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And if I haven't looked it up, but I heard it's another thing going around that he owned all of his rights and his masters, and so if you want to help the family, you can continue to stream his music on all the platforms, the Apple.
Yeah.
Music and all other stuff. So stream his music. Victory Lap is a dope album, and yeah, rest in peace, Young King. So that's that really that was the first time a death of a person I'm a fan of affected me since maybe probably Michael Jackson was like the last one, but before that it was Biggie and Pac and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I'm a musician, so I listen to a lot of music. But
Yeah.
so shout out to him.
Yeah, just a loss for the community because not only did he come up, but he was trying to bring other people up.
Right.
He's trying to, help others out and give back to his community. He didn't turn his back on his community. So the fact that, I guess that someone that knew him, they're saying it's somebody that knew him that killed them.
Yeah.
It's even makes it worse. I feel like my heart breaks even more that somebody that he trusted, took his life at such a young age. But
Yeah, so we don't know all the
prayers out
details,
to his
obviously.
family,
Yeah. And we're just, like I said, we're just sad that happened and so young, too.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Young King, Nipsey Hussle. So in other news, I was able to go to Vegas this week with my.
Happy news! Oh my god!
Oh, that's happy. Yeah, we're gonna
We
bring
need
it up
some
a little
happy
bit. We're gonna bring it up a
Let's
little
break
bit.
it up, 'cause
So,
I am tired of crying. I've been crying
I
for
know.
days, man.
Yeah, my baby going through it. So some
Yeah.
happy news.
Happy news.
My group, if you don't know, I'm a part of a gospel music group called Nikeo Music. Follow that page, Nikeo Music, and we went to Vegas this week for a Stellar Award weekend, and
Yeah.
it was an amazing experience. We got to connect with a lot of people. We got to see some great performances. We attended the Stellar Awards, which was an amazing experience, and a lot of information gained. Salute to everybody that we encountered throughout the weekend, everybody we talked to, everyone we took pictures with, people we just got to really connect with, artist to artist level, executive to executive.
What'd you see?
We saw a lot of people, man.
Celebrity
Saw,
people.
Erica Campbell and the whole My Block family, Warren Campbell and Tina Campbell. We saw J.J. Harrison. We saw the Walls group. I mean,
Are you fan crushing?
nah, I wasn't fan crushing too much.
Oh,
I'm a fan
nobody?
of myself, so I wasn't. I see
Did you
myself
see
every
Jonathan
day.
McReynolds? Because I would have been fan
I saw Jonathan
crushing.
McReynolds
Did
twice.
he perform?
Yeah, he performed. I saw him twice. Someone twice I saw a lot of people, man. Hezekiah Walker.
Nobody that you was fan crushing on? I
Nah.
mean, you probably can't admit as a man that you was fan crushing.
I'm fan crushing people. I only fan crush on you because I'm a fan of yours.
Okay.
Y'all can't see I'm touching my white leg.
All
Y'all can't see under that. Anyway,
professional at the top and pajama pants at the bottom.
Hey, look, that's one of the perks of doing this podcast in your own place. We look professional up top. She Wakanda up top, and she
pajama at the bottom.
Pajama at the bottom.
That's TMI though, boo.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like Winnie the Pooh.
That's the next video, okay?
It's like Winnie the Pooh. He has a top in the bottom.
I have on bottoms. Winnie the Pooh don't. He just got on a t-shirt.
Yeah, he got
a belly shirt.
Winnie the Pooh was out here letting loose, man.
I got on pants, y'all. I got on pants.
I know.
All right. Sorry.
Hello.
Off topic. Okay, so Vegas. Yeah. So the
Vegas
real question is, you saw all those people. Did you hit the casino up a little?
Nah, man. I'm a Christian brother. I don't deal with games of chance and all that other stuff.
Did you throw a penny in the penny slot?
No, I wouldn't do that. No, I ain't got a penny to throw.
Blackjack, nothing.
Nah.
Just nothing.
I gamble.
You ain't gamble, just a little.
I gamble my life every day.
You gamble your life.
That's
okay.
it. But Vegas was fun. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my team, the KM Music, man. And we're making moves. So that's it, y'all. That's a little update what happened this past weekend and all that other stuff. So we're going to get right into the topic because we're not going to try and keep you long. See, I said it every week, right? Because I really try not to keep you guys long.
That's
but sometimes,
that preacher in you.
Yeah. But sometimes the conversation is so good we go a little bit further. But we're going to try and keep this short. But this is a great topic. We want to get into friendship. Friends. How many of us have them, right? So,
friends. Let's sing it.
How many of us have them? Friends.
Do a little shoulder dance with it.
One you can depend on. Friends.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. That's what y'all get. Y'all gotta pay for the album. Toya and AP do the hits. But friends, yeah. So we're gonna do a quick question. Would you rather your friends tell you the truth about yourself?
Yes.
Or lie?
I didn't realize how many times I say yes. Last podcast, I'm like, yes.
Next one, we're going to do a yes counter because she just says yes
I'm
all
trying
time.
not to say yes this time. Friends. I want my friends to tell me the truth. Mm-hmm. I have some close friends right now, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you, Lord, for them. Yeah. That speak truth into my life. They would tell me when something's not right. They would tell me when I'm not acting right. Mm-hmm. If I'm not, walking the way that I'm supposed to be walking as a godly woman. I have those friends that are close enough, that are they're family. We call each other brother and sisters, that would tell me straight up, like, you ain't acting right. That's not right. Like, you know better, so do better. I got those friends.
And it's sometimes, but it's easy to say yes, you want to hear the truth, but sometimes it's hard too, because sometimes your friends come to you with stuff like, hey, what do you think about this idea? And you're just like, do I crush this person's dream right now? Like, I have a friend.
Oh, you talking about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I'm talking about the real deal stuff. I know surface stuff.
No, I'm talking about how you acting, how you're behaving. If
that too.
No,
I have a friend, right?
Okay, if you ain't
let me get you
right.
this quick thing. I have a friend, and he is not. Okay, so it's easy to say. So I'm a musician, so I know a lot of musician friends. So y'all won't know who I'm talking about. But I have a friend who's a musician. And he's not that good a musician.
We're going to lose followers. Why are you going there?
But I have a lot of friends, though. But I have a lot of... So, y'all know who I'm talking about. But I have a friend. He's not a friend. He's an acquaintance. He's not a good musician. But when I hear his music, he's like, yo, what do you think about this song? And sometimes I'm like... I be like, yo, this song is not it, bro. Like, or... Which I've actually done in the past, too. But other times I'm kind of like, yo, man, that's dope. Keep doing your thing, man. Like, trying to encourage him because at the end of the day, you want to squash somebody's dream. But if you call that person a friend, is that being phony?
I mean, I don't know.
That's
a tough one.
Is that being funny?
At one point,
phony?
You want to give them the truth, but at the same time, it's kind of like your opinion. So I feel like
true.
If something is not hot to you, might be hot to somebody else.
No, I mean, like, no, not hot. Like, oh, they don't have the ability to do it. I mean, like, this is out of time.
Like some American Idol stuff.
Yeah,
like they can sing, but they can't.
Yeah, like their family, like, yo, this dude is dope, and you like, no, he's not. Like,
oh, I see that.
Yeah. Like if you're like, I've been singing for the past, if you're like, oh, I've been singing for the past 10 years, and then, but you're like, but why? It's like, why
That's
though?
horrible.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
but it's stuff like that, It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess you could say it in a nice way and be encouraging too.
oh, of course, I'm very encouraging.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Like, have you ever thought about maybe
No.
being a crossing guard?
No, not encouraging like that. Like, keep writing, keep doing stuff, keep singing, keep working on your craft, kind of things to encourage. Not
And
like shutting your
I'm
dreams
joking, by
down.
the way.
Would you like somebody to do that to you? Be like, yo, this song is garbage.
Actually,
would you
yeah,
want that?
I would, yeah.
But are you, like, you were saying, like,
I wouldn't
stop
believe
the
him.
music altogether. Somebody
wouldn't
be
believe
like,
him.
yo, you should stop rapping, stop singing, like, just be done with the whole thing because your voice is not that good. How you won't like that.
You're right. I wouldn't like that, but at the same time, I would also like to hear their opinion. But if the opinions of if one person's opinion is not really, if it's far positive and one negative, I lean towards the positive. But
Yeah.
but you also gotta watch out who's giving you advice too, because some people ain't your friends. But
Yeah. So
I guess I'm phony for that. So I guess next time y'all
constructive
send me y'all music, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that junk trash, bro.
No.
Okay, I won't do that.
you're
No, I
not
wouldn't do
gonna-
that.
you're
I'm just
not-
joking.
You're not going to do that. No.
But
Be nice.
yeah. So I think I would rather my friends tell me the truth than to lie to me, because it really is not really helping me in the end, right? What do you think? It's not helping you in the end. Yeah.
It's not helping in the end.
So
we want our
we-
friends to be honest.
Yeah, we want our friends to be honest. So we appreciate it. Even though, even if we disagree, we can take some self-inventory, and that's also very important. All right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do this. How many close friends can you honestly say that you have? If you can put it in a number, how many close friends would you say you have? When I mean
In
close
my
friends,
inner circle of trust, like Meet the Fockers.
yeah, circle of trust. Like if you if
have-
I called on these
Yes.
X amount of people,
You
they
don't
will
even have
be there
to keep
for me no
explaining
matter
it.
what.
I already know. 5.
It's
I
not
have
for
5
you.
people.
It's for people that's listening.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
Jeez.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you because you're here. But the people that are not here,
Yeah.
I'm asking them to think. I want you guys to think. Who are your close friends that you can say, no matter what, they would drop at the drop of a hat, they will be right there for you. Not like, oh, maybe I can help, but they're like, nah, I got you. How many people can you honestly say are your closest friends? Your circle of trust, right? You say you got about 5 people?
5 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably got about a good 5 people as well.
Yeah.
And those are usually your best friends, your people that you can really count on.
Yeah.
And that's also an amazing thing to have. If your number is 1, is that a good thing? If you have only one good friend that you can kind of count on,
Yeah,
is that a good thing?
Yeah. It's not about the numbers. It's about the quality of the relationship. Like,
Ooh.
if that's your ride or die person, some people have, like, my sister has a friend that she's had since kindergarten. Like, I've never maintained a friendship since kindergarten. I have a childhood friend. I think we met in, like, first grade or something like that. But yeah, like, I don't think it's the number. I think it's the quality and the length of the relationship, and you know how hard you will ride for them and they will ride for you.
If you don't have a lot of friends, is that alarming to not have a lot of friends?
No, I don't think so. I think that the older you get, the less people you start cutting people out your life. You're like, I don't have time for this. I know a lot of people say I'm 40 now and I don't have time for this. I'm 34 and I don't need to get to 40. Like if I like a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some friends I've had to like just, I don't know, not cut the cord. We still talk, but we're not like, I felt like I was reaching out, I was calling, I was texting.
Yeah.
And if I don't, like, that doesn't happen. Like, hey, let's go out, let's do this. Like, you know, come on, how you doing? How's your day? How's your family?
Yeah.
But I never get anything back in return. I was just like, you know what? I don't know if that's the right thing because I think you challenged me on that. Letting God use me and not taking things personally. But I just feel like I'm at a stage in my life now where if I'm sowing into you, if you're not sowing back into my life, like, I don't want to feel like it's a one-way thing. Like, I'm chasing you down, like trying to find out how you doing. It's like a two-way street. Like, do you care about me? Like, you gonna text me, call me back without, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's big too, because you really have a friendship if you guys have a give and take in your relationship. Yeah. If the one person is always complaining, if the one person is always trying to get what they can get out of the situation, you guys aren't friends.
Yeah.
You're pretty much just a listening.
I guess.
you're an acquaintance, but no, they may think you're a friend, but you're really there for them, which is kind of selfish. You want to be there for each other, and so the give and take has to be. So there's no way you can continue to reach out to people, and they don't reciprocate that. You know what I mean? They don't check and see how you're doing. The only time they want to talk to you is when they have something going on with their lives. That's not a true friend. You know what I mean?
But let me say this: I've been on the other side too, because I want to say I've worked just like I work actively on being an intentional mom. I actually work on being an intentional friend too. I set time out to be like, I'm gonna call, I'm gonna text. And I've been on the other side where I had so much stuff going on with life. Like, I was a young mom. I started out at 21. And I really had some friends that were in my corner. Like, they would show up. They would take care of my kids. They would help me. But I was so wrapped up in my own mess and all the stuff I had going on. I couldn't even, like, I was just in my own head, in my own life. Like, I couldn't even take time to be there for other people. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on the other end where I feel like I haven't been the best friend, because I remember sending out texts to people like, thank you for always rocking with me, taking care of my kids and being there for me. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't give more to the friendship. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you in your time of need and you felt like you were only there. Hey, somebody cutting grass. Is that your fault? All right, somebody cutting grass. It's cold to be out there cutting grass.
If you hear it, sorry, I'll try and get it lower.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. Again,
we live in PA. We got a lot of grass to cut. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of grass to cut.
It's like an acre of grass out there. But anyway,
So friendship. I really think that you're right, and my wife had to kind of talk to me through this stuff, because I always pride myself like, yo, my cutoff game is strong. Like, I'll cut you off in a minute.
Oh yeah, your cutoff game is a little too quick. You want to have cutoff game?
I have no problem cutting people out of my life. I have no problem. Like, if you only have a couple times to show me exactly who you are, I will start to believe you, and I have no problem letting you know. Look, I'm good. What's that? I'm good, love, and joy. So, like, I have no, like, you're good. Don't worry about me. And so my wife is trying to get me to be better in that area, but I have to admit, I am very, very, very quick to cut people off, because I just don't like drama. I don't like drama at all.
I'm trying to get him to exercise some grace, y'all, because he'd be like, well, this happened last week, so there you go, that's it. I don't need that person in my life. I'm like, but that person's been in your life for mad long. Like, you've known them forever and ever. And who knows, they might be going through their own stuff. That's why I'm realizing, like, sometimes it's just not all about us. Like, people are actually walking through tough situations in their own lives. And they take it, they can take it out on you. They take it out on the world. Like, we don't know what people are going through. So I feel like we need to exercise some grace and some caution. And I feel like we need to reverse a little. Like, you just cut people off. Like, you got one time and then you cut off. I'm like giving people multiple times before I get that cut off.
Then you also get burned by multiple, not burned, but you also, people disappoint you because you have expectation of them of trying to be a friend, and they're not trying to be a friend to you. So you have I think you have the opposite of where, sometimes you can give people too much leash. And I'm just like, yo, I'm good.
I try to exercise grace as much as I can.
But
before you know what? I get people off.
That's actually a good question. How much rope do you give somebody? You know what I mean? How much rope do you give people to show who they are?
I know.
I'm asking you.
You're asking me.
How much rope do you give somebody?
I mean, I'm still growing and learning in this area, but I do this thing where I could see people, and Sarah Jakes talks about this too. She said we need to, like, look at people for who they are right now. Don't be a friend or be something to someone or love someone based on what you see in them, their potential and what they could become. Love them for who they are right now, what they're showing you. Because I feel like a lot of times I look past, I'm like, you know what, I can see this in this person. I can see that they're loving. I can see that they're, they can be kind and they can be this kind of person. Like, I can look past all the stuff that's going on right now. And I think a lot of times I don't judge correctly, because I'm so into, like, all right, maybe he's having a bad day, or maybe she's having a bad day, or they're going through something. I'm always thinking of the good. So it's a good and bad thing.
It's good to have good expectations of people. But the one thing I've learned, and we've all learned this just living life, people are going to disappoint you.
Yeah, yeah,
And so,
yeah, definitely.
but me as a person who's quick to cut people off because, like I said, I don't like dealing with drama.
Yeah,
I hate dealing with drama. And so I'd rather be like, if this person is all they bring is drama and stress and oh my god, this person did this. Oh my god, it's like leave me alone. Like I don't like
yeah,
you're bringing negativity to my life that I don't need. And you may be a person I like being around, but at the same time, the negativity is the thing that draws me away from people. And I'm quick, not just with friends, but I'm quick with family that way too. Like you can be blood related to me,
just so you cut everybody
and
off.
I will gladly cut you off because I just don't like negative people in my life. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. Like my wife would tell you, I love to we just love to joke around. And so when you have people that are negative and you just bring negative energy to me, it's like I don't even want to be around you. But I got to be better at that because people do have their bad days, they do have their moments, and they do have their seasons too.
Yeah.
And so,
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you're so caught up in your own stuff that you don't even realize that
You don't
you're
realize
not
it.
being, the best friend that you could be because, you're going through your own stuff. And I was there. Yeah. I let a lot of friendships became, I guess, sour or they went bad because, I wasn't showing up. I wasn't doing my part.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
So yes, we need to exercise grace with friendships, but we also want to, I guess, draw that line if it's not a good friendship. And some friendships are seasonal, right? Some
This is true.
friendships are, you go through that season and you're there for that person is there for you. And then after that season is over, it served its purpose. I love Lisa Nichols because she always talks about this. We call her the yes, yes lady. Lisa Nichols is a motivational speaker and she taught me this idea of seasonal friendships.
Seasonal
like,
friendship.
you're going to be friends with this person for a season, but it's okay after the purpose of the friendship has kind of come to that point where you fulfill the purpose. Like it's okay to move on and meet new people and the friendships, some friendships are just for that season.
So okay, so I bring this question up then. How hard is it to maintain a long term friendship? Like how hard is it to maintain? I guess it almost goes with with people like we talked about in the last podcast, evolving, right? It's people that you're friends with from, let's say, high school. How hard is it to maintain those relationships, and are those relationships important or vital to who you are today? Because some people, they're not the same people you saw in high school. You know what I mean? They're just different people, and so how important is it or how hard is it to maintain those long term relationships?
I think it's important. I think most of my my strongest and the friendships that I appreciate more were from college. I mean, I've maintained maybe, I don't know, one or two, but I don't think it's a close friendship. But I mean, it depends on the relationship because I know a lot of people that are still really close. I mean, you had a group of friends in high school that you're still close to, right?
Yeah,
But it takes work because
it does take work. Because it's like the funny thing is, I'm not friends with a lot of people I went to college with. Play college football with or anything like that. I really haven't even talked to a lot of those people. But my high school friendships, I've maintained a lot of them. You know what I mean? Some of them were even in our wedding.
we got married young too.
Well, we got married when we were 20.
Yeah, but if we were getting married now, like it wouldn't be your high school. It would be like
it would
people
be
that
different.
we went to high school.
Maybe
with.
one or two.
Maybe
one or two.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you still talk to the.
Yeah, still talk. But those friendships are hard to maintain because you're growing as people, and so it does take the longevity of friendship, especially when you guys are discovering who you are. Does kind of it may play a part in your friendship going forward, but it is kind of hard to maintain that longevity in relationships when you aren't constantly in the same space as each other, and that's something that is okay. Like my wife said, you have friendships for seasons. The people that you rock with every single day of high school may not be your best friend. But luckily for me, I have a friend who I met second day of freshman year, and he's been my best friend ever since. And we've had seasons of going where we've been talking to each other, and then we've hated each other, and then we got back to talking to each other.
You guys have a very special friendship.
Yes, he's the godfather of my son. I'm the godfather of his son.
Yeah.
And we have ebbs and flows where we will go and talk to each other every single day. Probably every hour we text or something like that. And then we've gone through seasons where we may text once a week. Or we may text something like that, but that doesn't mean we don't love each other, but we just have that type of friendship to where no matter what happens, we're always going to be friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's, you know, and he's probably not even going to listen to this.
I was going to say, shout out to my brother. You already
Shout out to Lindsley, man.
You already know. You're just going to put his name out there.
Punk.
You know. I was going to say, you know who you are, but okay.
I would say his name.
Yeah.
You punk. All right.
Yeah.
But to maintain friendship,
any
long
friendship
term,
is hard to maintain.
It's
Long term, new ones, and this is something that I had to work on recently too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I know I have these group of friends that I'm like ride or die with. Like I feel like hopefully we can grow old together. We're watching our kids, you know, raising our kids together and all that stuff. But I have to be, now that I'm in a new place, new state. Like I got to be open to meeting new people.
What I'm trying to tell this woman?
I got to this place where I'm just like, look, I have my friends. I know my people. Like, emergencies, anything. Like, those are my people that I'm going to call. They've become, like, family now. They're my family. Yeah, so I'm in this new place now where I got to be open. I got to be open to meeting new people. Because you never know. My next best friend might be out there.
Might be in Pennsylvania. You never know. I'm just saying. Give these people a shot.
Why?
They're nice people.
Why my kids think I'm so thirsty for friends though? So I met, we go to this class now, this financial peace class, and I met a new friend. Like we swapped numbers. She's real cool, and so we're walking out in the parking lot, and my kids go right. Like the lady walked 2 steps to her car. They're like, "Mom, I'm so happy you got a new friend." Like I'm like, why'd you say that so loud? Like, making me look mad thirsty for friends. So, like,
oh my God.
My daughter go, "Mom, I'm so happy you have a friend." I'm like, oh my gosh. This lady ain't never go text me.
Oh my God. Yeah, you have no idea how funny that is to me because our kids are, like, hilarious.
Yeah.
They say what's on their mind.
Yeah.
And this is so funny. But
out of the mouth of babes, yeah. My kids say whatever
they were like, "Mom, you got a new friend."
Like,
Toya
so happy for you, Mom.
Toya looking around like,
she said, you finally got a new friend. I'm like, girl, I've been had friends.
But yeah, I mean.
Yes.
Oh my God.
My babies.
I forgot we were just talking about
my babies put me out there. So friends, maintaining friendship
maintaining friendship
takes work.
It does
some
take
you
work.
gotta let go. Some you hold on to.
Yes. This is one thing that I always take with me. One point. My pastor, our pastor, Douglas Adams, he said, you always have to know who to love, but you also have to know who to love with boundaries, right?
Yes. Ooh.
And that's so important when it comes to friendships.
Yeah.
Because you have people that will be in your life because they do love you and stuff like that, and you love them, and they're going to be in your corner and all that good stuff. But you also have to know who are those people that you love, but you have to love them with boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so the boundaries are when it's constant negativity, you need to know when you can be a friend and when you can be a friend with boundaries, meaning you have to let them know, okay, we're going to work this thing out, but we're going to work this thing out for just so long. Because after a while, if it happens every day, when stuff happens, it becomes draining. And that's when you begin to push people away. And you don't want to, if you value those relationships, you don't want to push people away. And so I think that's some of the best advice I got when it comes to just loving in general. Know how to love people, but also know how to love people with boundaries. Because this way, this saves you from heartache. It saves you from stressing out about other people's stuff. And it saves you just the mental space to be able to, to move on every day. So just know how to love, but how to love with boundaries. What does that actually look like?
Yeah. So I had to do this. This was more for me, not friends, because I feel like friends, like, if I gotta love you with boundaries, then should we even be friends? Like, I felt like this loving with boundaries, like, you could choose your friends. Like, I felt like the loving with boundaries for me was more with my family members, when people were, like, we blood, like, they're in my life whether I like it or not. So I really had to, a lot of relationships, very close relationships, parental relationships that I've had to work on loving with boundaries, which means, like, Like, I love you. I'm going to keep talking to you. You know, we can be there for each other. But if it gets to a point where you're feeding me negativity or toxic, you know, we have this toxic relationship or something, like, okay, like, I love you, but I don't have to be in your space. I don't have to be coming to visit you. I don't have to be calling you, texting you. Like, you know, like when you're good and when we can be both good for each other, then we can see each other.
Then we can see each other.
Yeah,
and
we can be in a relationship. But other than that, like,
yeah.
I still love you, but from a distance.
Right. And friends are always supposed to be there for each other. We get that. We understand that. But at the same time, you also have to look out for yourself as well. Because when people start to divulge stuff to you, when people start to use you as a sounding board, or people just love to, let's keep it 100, like to complain about stuff, it kind of...
I'm a complainer, so...
No, you're not really a complainer at all.
I'm a complainer.
No,
I complain about everything.
Stop. Don't even... She's trying to make it so it seems equal and even. No, my wife don't complain about nothing. She don't complain about much.
I don't complain about stuff?
You really don't. Like, you don't,
I'm complaining about how cold it was this morning.
Yeah, might nag a little bit. But you don't
I'm
complain.
a nagger. I don't care.
What?
I'm a nagger. Not.
Oh. Let's see. You better watch them vowels, girl.
I do have on my Wakanda outfit.
So what does that mean?
I thought you
So you racist, y'all.
thought,
All right, anyway, man, so
you know what?
Anyway,
Yes.
you have to.
You complain a lot too, boo. Don't put that out there.
You also have to know that you just don't want negativity always
Yes.
surrounding who
you want to
you
live
are.
your best life. Life is too
That's
short. I'm realizing now, my father fighting for his life, man. Life is too short.
Life is too short.
All the things I focus on a regular, I'm like, I gotta work more. I gotta do this. I gotta accomplish this. Man, when it comes down to the last days and hours, like, none of that stuff matter. You just want your family beside you. You just want your friends beside you. You just want to feel love. Like, none of that stuff even matters. With all this death around us, just love.
Yeah.
Love and receive love.
That's it. And that's such a good word too, boo, because you don't, every day can't be a bad day.
Right.
That becomes draining.
Yeah.
As friends, that you want to be there for people, but every day can't be a bad day, guys.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it 100. Every day cannot be somebody did this. Can you believe that person did this? Can you believe this person did this? Why am I not doing it? Like, stop. Like, it's
Just
okay.
stop. It's not all about you
the-
too. Like,
yeah.
people are going through their own stuff.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta appreciate the good with the bad too, guys. Like, life is not always gonna be bad, and so spread some positivity too. Think about the things that you are doing well, and how life is good. And that's why your friends are here, to be a shoulder to cry on, and that's actually another topic.
Yeah, my friends have been. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
You don't cut me off. I got something to say.
I was gonna say. I was
My
gonna give
wife-
an example of how my friends showed up for me.
Yeah.
This past week, I got that call from that hospital. Like, you guys get down here. Like, he's not gonna make it. As fast as you can. And man, my friends showed up for me. They brought me food. They brought their shoulders for me to cry on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually good with emergencies because, I'm in a lot of emergencies at work, but something when you transform and you're that daughter instead of being that caretaker, like that health provider, it's just like, it's a whole switch, and I wasn't ready for it. It was just such a shock to get that call.
Yeah.
That, I wasn't ready for it. So my friends showed up, they brought food, they opened their homes to me, like, man, I mean, my husband was away, so I didn't,
I was in Vegas when
have
everything happened.
I didn't have you to lean on, and they showed up. They're like, look, we know Aaron's not here, like, do you want us to leave work? We could be there. Like, they came, they prayed over my dad, bought me food, took care of my kids, like whatever you need, we got you.
And that's what friendship is all about. Friendship is about not just being a help to, not trying to get everything out of the relationship, but how can I pour in? How can I help? How can I step up? How can I
serve you?
Yeah, how can I be your friend?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Like, how can I serve you right now? You're hurting. Like, you need a shoulder. You need a tissue. You
And
need
that's
some
what
food.
that's what friends are all about. Yeah, how
So-
can we help each other? Because when the roles are reversed, we try and pride ourselves on trying to be good friends, whether it be spiritually, whether it be emotionally, whether it be financially. If we have something to give to our friends, we always try and do that, and we've done that, and because we've done that, we've been able to receive some stuff. I mean, I can tell you examples examples about how when we had, an excess of money, we've blessed families with things. You know what I mean?
And we've
blessed
had it the other way too.
That's what I was gonna say.
People blessed us.
Yeah, and so when we were down, we had friends out of the blue that gave us stuff. You know what I mean? Like we didn't ask for anything.
Yeah,
but
like they just knew.
They just knew
and they responded.
responded, and so and that all comes from one, loving each other, two, knowing each other, but also three, having compassion and also being in tune with each other's hearts and each other's patterns. And so that's what true friendship is all about. It's just about being there for the other person, enjoying the good times, being there for the bad times, lifting people up, encouraging people, and and your friends are your extended family. Sometimes they're your only family. You know what I mean? And so friendships are important, and we appreciate all the friendships that we have, and we appreciate your friendships for joining us on this podcast, because you guys are now our family. We're your new best friends. You can think of us as your new besties, right, Toy?
I hope so.
All right, see, she hopes so.
I hope I'm likable.
She's not likable. She's lovable, and she's gorgeous, y'all. Y'all gotta see my wife. Y'all need to make sure if y'all listen on the podcast on like Spotify and Apple Music and SoundCloud, shameless plug. You got to make sure you check out the YouTube, because my wife is beautiful and I am gorgeous.
You are gorgeous.
I am like out of this world. Like, you guys just see me now and it's like, oh my gosh, Erin is amazing. And she's okay too, guys. So you got to stop. It's not about me. I'm gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
We know this.
We all know
it's
that.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
God was like making the mold. And like, he was like, well, how can I do this? He was like, okay, let me make Brad Pitt. Let me make like Idris Alba. And he was like, let me make Boris Kojo. And he was like,
I was like, why are you comparing yourself to all men right now?
Because I'm saying God is like, I'm going to make these masterful people.
Yeah.
And
Can we
I
get
need to
some
make
black examples in there?
Boris Kojo is black.
Okay. He's next.
Anyway, God was like, how can I make this beautiful, handsome being?
Yeah. Well, let's just keep it real. Like, you're even hotter than all those men.
This is what I've been trying. This is what I've been trying to tell people.
Once this blow up, you're gonna be like the people's hottest. What is it? The hottest man.
You better love me while you can, girl.
I love you while I can. Yeah.
Love me while you can, girl. Because it's to the moon.
I'm about to get a black eye. Because I already know where this is going.
It's to the moon out here.
Right here. Love you while I can. Okay.
But yeah, man. We're your family now. You know what I mean? With that being said, we're your family.
Us.
Thank you for joining us, and we appreciate
we
you.
We are this dysfunctional. I don't abuse my husband, y'all. I don't abuse him. Only sometimes. He be saying stuff like "love me while I can." Like, what does that mean?
It's a joke. Can I get these jokes off? Dang,
no,
can I get these jokes off?
I don't like that joke.
All right. Anyway, I will always be here. I
got 3 kids for you. Child support is. You better.
Yo, knock it off, yo.
Cheaper to keeper. That's all I'm saying. It's your sexy self.
Hey.
Cheaper to keeper.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there, y'all.
Yes. But give an example. You finished?
I'm trying to end this podcast.
Okay. I was going to say give an example, because you just went off on who knows what, that you all sexy and stuff. They got nothing to do with friendship.
I was like, pap, and then pap, and then black, black.
What about friendships? Since we're going to go there, what about friendships that could hinder your relationship? Because we got some of those friends of the opposite sex. We ain't talk about that.
What do you mean? Friends
of the opposite sex. Like, if you have a close friend that becomes more than a friend, we could have those also, right?
Yeah. That's
like
that's a good question.
You have a friend, or we have some friends that have friends that they've known before they met their spouse or before they met their significant other, because boundaries and lines can get crossed. I mean, that might be a whole different show. But boundaries and lines can get crossed, because, that's your friend. You've been telling your friend, you've been sharing your heart with that person. And now that you have this significant other, you're sharing so much with them that, they're telling you and giving you advice.
Let's talk about that real quick. Okay. How do you handle friends of the opposite sex? That's actually a really good question. Again, with boundaries, you have to, especially if you're in a relationship, you have to set boundaries. Like, I have a friend. Well, we have a friend, and it's so funny. And I was talking about this the other day.
Which friend is this? Let's keep going so I can figure it out.
Oh no, we gonna name names.
No, don't name
I'm
names
not
on
gonna
our
name names.
podcast. People
No.
gonna unfriend us. We trying to get
But
followers.
we love her
not-
so much. We love her so much, and she's the most genuine person you'll ever meet. But she texted me the other day, like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, "I love you," and I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "What she texted
Who the
me
hell
this
friend is
for?"
this? Who texted you at 2 o'clock in the morning?
It wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like 11 o'clock.
Let me
at
see
night.
your phone.
Yeah, I'll let you see my phone. No problem about it. But it was just funny because I'm like, girl, you can't be. And even though I know this, but we know this person, and she's so genuine, and she really does. Like when she tells my wife, "I love you" all the time. And so when she, when she says it, she really means it. You know
Who
what I
is
mean?
this? I'm still waiting. You say all that stuff. Who
Oh, you
texted
say when we name names? I have no problem naming names because it's nothing
Whisper
to
in
it.
my ear.
But we have a friend, and that we love this girl
I'm
so
about to
much.
love with boundaries.
We love her so much, and she really is like our little sister. She's our little sister, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's our little. Yeah,
She texted you, "I love you."
Yeah, like she's like, "I love you, bro," and something like that. But it was just like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Why you text this now? You know what I mean? Like, it was just funny to me. But but she's the type of person where she's very, very emotional. Wears her heart on her sleeve. So she could have been thinking about both of us. It was like, you know what? I really love these guys. I love you. Something like that. But it just was funny
In
to
the
me.
future, text both of us at 1 a.m. I love you. 'Cause I don't know.
It just was funny to me. But
Okay.
but loving with boundaries. When you have friends of the opposite sex, the last thing you want to do is to let your significant other feel that they feel any type of way. And I get it. There are some people that are overly jealous. My wife will tell you, I'm a very jealous person.
Yeah, like I couldn't have
No.
a best friend that's a guy.
No.
Like that wouldn't work out.
I'm your
well
best
for
friend.
us.
Hello.
You're my best friend, but I should also have other friends. Cause
You got
when
other-
you, when
you
you
can have
tripping,
all the
I need
friends
to
you
be
want.
like, girl.
Yeah, you can say girl all you want. That's
tripping.
cool. You just
But
can't
if
say
I had
like,
a guy friend,
nah. He
Why?
my friend.
But
If
he's
you
my
got a guy
friend.
friend, he my friend, not your friend.
well, that's another good requirement too.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire this.
We got a lot of there's a lot of grass outside, y'all.
Jesus.
It's springtime. That sun gonna come out eventually. Anyway,
If y'all hear this, I'm sorry. But
what are we talking about?
yeah, but friends
having
of the opposite-
having a
yeah,
friend of the opposite sex.
I think that you can have friends of the opposite sex, but they have to have boundaries. They have to know exactly what your relationship is, and
And
think
make
that,
sure you're not sharing like
What do you mean?
a lot of information with that other person.
Yeah,
Because sometimes
yeah.
you're going through some stuff and then you start confiding in that friend of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
You tell them so much that you don't tell your spouse because you already kind of vented to them.
Wow.
And then you come home and then you're like, there's still unresolved issues with us because we
Because,
didn't talk about it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you talk to your friend of the opposite sex, but when you should really talk to your significant other.
I love that. Yeah. And that's how you do it with boundaries. You have to make sure that your spouse or your significant other is the one that you talk to about all of your issues. You can still confide in people. You have people that are sounding boards for you. But at the end of the day, if there's an issue between you and your spouse, you need to make sure you talk to your spouse or your partner first, because that person who's the sounding board can only give you their advice from their point of view. They're not in your relationship. They only know the relationship from what you tell them, and so they don't know the intricate weaving of what your relationship is. And so love them with boundaries, but they should also just be both you guys as friends. That's my personal advice,
I think
because there's
so.
no way you can have a best friend of the opposite sex and your partner doesn't know who they are or doesn't have some type of relationship with them as well. And I understand people that came before them, I get that, but they still need to have, especially if it's your spouse. Like, if it's your spouse, they need to know who that person is. Girlfriend, whatever, that's on y'all, whatever. But your spouse needs to know who your friends are, especially if it's the opposite sex, because stuff does happen. And they may not happen intentionally, but if everybody's on the up and up and you know their relationship and you can call that person as well too, then, okay, now there's open communication. Everybody knows everybody, and that's how it is. But we can't, there is no one-on-one conversation or no one-on-one relationship with your spouse does not know who that person is or does not have a relationship with that spouse. That's just my point of view. You could say opposite. I'd love to hear your point of view in the comments. That'd be great. But that's just my thought. What do you think about that, babe?
Yeah, I think so too. I was thinking, I don't know, I'd be thinking about random stuff, but I saw this picture on Instagram, so I follow singer Jessie J.
Yeah.
So now she's dating, they're just dating, but Channing Tatum, but
Yeah.
she has this guy, like, that's her best friend, So it's just a picture of her like in the tub, and she's
I
like
saw that,
half
yeah.
naked,
Yeah, I saw
right?
that.
She's like naked and she's like half out of the tub, and then he's like sitting on the toilet, and I was just like, oh, okay.
weird.
And then he commented on the photo like, I love this, like words can't describe how much I love this, and I was like, oh,
Channing Tatum said that?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about him.
So I was like, oh, that's
Anyway.
different.
Yeah, that's the word. That's different. I wish
That's
my wife would
different.
post a picture and there's another guy in the bathroom with her. And
But we don't know their
man.
friendship. Like if that was my bestest friend.
You think I care? There'd be some furniture moving in there. The tub going on both of y'all. Anyway, sorry about that.
Okay. We
Look,
gonna lose
y'all.
followers after this.
No, I ain't gonna lose
episode.
followers. That's one thing you're gonna get from us. We're gonna be 100. We're not gonna try and give you some type of
Yeah.
fake and phony, prepped up, thought out.
Yeah.
This is my answer and this is how it goes. Nah,
Yeah.
man, we give you what's on our heart.
Yeah, I guess I'll be upset too if you posted something like that. If you
Can you imagine that?
with that, because you all sexy and all. And God created you with all the sexiness. I mean, for you
God-
to
and
be
God don't make no
sharing
mistakes.
it, God don't make no mistakes, and for you to be sharing it with somebody else, I
Hey.
mean,
You
you gotta keep all that sexy for me.
Hey, babe.
That's it. Drop the mic. The podcast is over. Switch that video over.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Friends, we love you. Thank y'all so much for rocking
Yes.
with us all these years.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all. New podcast friends, we love y'all too.
Yes.
Thank y'all. We would like to hear more from you guys, though. So make sure you guys comment in the comments and on YouTube and comment and rate the podcast as well on Apple Podcasts and all that stuff.
Rate it,
And,
like, subscribe,
all that good
share.
stuff, yes.
And if you have like topics that you want us to talk about,
Yeah. Leave them in the comments.
send them to us.
Send them to us, all that stuff. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, AP Friends Podcast on Instagram. My wife's Instagram is...
Toya P28. Oh my gosh, I've been getting a lot of followers, bro.
Yeah, a lot of followers, I know.
Yeah.
She's not used to that stuff.
Some people I don't
I'm
even
not
know. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'd be having like 80 follower requests, and Aaron's like, do you have 80 followers? It was like 95 the other day.
Yeah, so yeah, people have been... Yeah, she had like
I'm
95...
bad if you try to follow me. And
She had 95 follower requests on Instagram and was
I'm
like,
so
oh...
bad. I'm so
you
bad
know.
with checking. Yeah, I mean, now that we doing this podcast, but really all that stuff don't matter to me. But
Yeah, my wife is not the... Yeah, she's not that
Follow him.
Follow me, DatBoyAP, DATBOIAP on Instagram, and make sure you follow the Instagram page, AP Friends Podcast. Make sure you follow the Apple Podcasts, AP and Friends, Spotify, SoundCloud, same thing, and make sure you guys are tuning in on YouTube, AP and Friends. Excuse me, had a burp. AP and Friends Podcast on YouTube, y'all. Subscribe, let people know about it. We love y'all. We thank y'all.
Wait, I have to end off with a quote because I
Go
didn't
ahead,
do a
babe.
book thing.
Yeah.
So I want to find it.
Oh, do you guys want some book reviews? My wife is an avid reader, and so she's gonna
I can
start
tell
doing
y'all
some-
about some books.
Yeah, she's gonna start doing some book reviews for you
Yes.
guys, which is gonna be cool. So, but yeah, babe.
So this is a quote. There are friends in life, and then there are friends for life. Hey,
There it is.
I like that one.
There are friends in life, and then there are friends for life.
For
all
life,
right. Which
yes.
ones do you have? How many do you have, y'all? All right. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow all those pages, y'all. We continue to build onto our family, and we love you guys for checking us out. And with that being said, baby.
AP and friends.
Hey! Hey! Next week, y'all. Next Thursday. Peace.